Hello everybody, I want to thank you for joining me. Root Beer here, looking at question number 14 on our grade 8 Gauss paper. Let's take a look, shall we? So, question number 14, the number 2018 has exactly two divisors that are prime numbers. The sum of these two prime numbers is... Okay, so what are the prime numbers that divide 2018? That's really what's at the heart of this question. Now I can see right away that 2018 is an even number, so I could divide by 2 and I'll get 1009. Now 1009, it's not a multiple of 2, otherwise it would end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. It's not a multiple of 3. How do we check for multiples of 3? We add up the digits, and if that's a multiple of 3, then the number itself is a multiple of 3. So this isn't a multiple of 3, not a multiple of 5, and so I start getting out my calculator. I think 1009 might be prime. But we'll check. Does it divide 7? No. And we can check these sorts of things. Now, how many prime numbers are we going to check before we realize if 1009 is prime? Okay, how do we check that? Well, there's a nice sort of cutoff point. If you take the square root of your number, so the square root of 1009, let's just quickly figure that out. So that's 31.7 something. If 1009 isn't prime, then it has a divisor that isn't 1 or itself. Well, then there's some prime number that divides it. And that prime number, well, there will be a prime number between 2 and the square root of the number, in this case 31.7, that divides it. And if none of the numbers in that range divide it, then this is a prime number. Okay. So we just need to check, okay, 2 didn't work, 3 didn't work, 5 didn't work, 7 didn't work. We can check 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, and after that point, if we haven't found a factor, we're done. Now, I really don't think there will be a factor just because we only have, they tell us that there's only going to be 2 prime factors of 2018. And we already know 2 is one of them. So we'd either need some more 2's. This isn't even, so we don't have more 2's. Or we'd have some other prime, and 1009 either is that prime or is a power of that prime. And I don't recognize 1009 as a prime to the power of 5 or anything like that, so I really think this is the only prime, but let's just quickly double check. Just grabbing my calculator, 1009 divided by 11, no. 13, no. 17, no. 19, no. 23, no. 29, no. And finally 31, certainly not. So 1009 really is prime, and we know for a fact. So it's 2 and it's 1009, and they're just asking for what's the sum of these. So that'll be 1011, and that's going to be our answer. Now, how quickly you did the question, the answer here being B, how quickly you do the question depends on, how well can you make the connection of, well, 2 is a prime and 1009 isn't some sort of power of a prime. It's also partly, or could be, what do I want to say here? How quickly you do the question could also be a function of how many primes you know, how quickly you can work with your calculator, how to test whether things are prime. But above all, I mean, you could probably do this question a lot quicker than I did. But I sort of wanted to show off how to show something's prime. But yeah, you don't want to be taking too long for a question like this. This is what, question number 14. But depending on how many Gausses you've done in the past, how good you are at math, you might start finding yourself slowing down a little bit. Okay, and that's okay. So I will see you for question number 15 in the next video, and hopefully we can do that well as well.